Recording. And rolling the ball up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. Let's bring it down to the wrists. And up to the knuckles and roll them across. And then bring the ball into one hand and squeeze. And then the other hand and squeeze. Back to the first hand. Back to the second hand. There's Bill on the iPhone. And let's go around the back. Good morning, Richard.
Got you on the iPhone.
All right, good. Very good. And we're going around the back and switching. And switching. Switch. 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 And through the legs, hinging at the waist. Switch. Switch. Whoa. Oh, stop. Okay, stopped it in time. And switch. And drop the ball on the floor. Assess how the feet are feeling. Step on the ball, press down 3 times right in the middle of the foot. Up to the knuckles, pressing down on each. Roll it across the knuckles. Roll it across the top of the heel. Pivoting on the toes. Press down just below the first knuckle. Slide it back a little to the side of the top of the heel and press. And then over to the middle of the 5th metatarsal and press. Roll down each bone. And scribble. Three, 2, 1, release and reassess. Go to the other foot, press down 3 times. Up to the knuckles. Roll across the knuckles. Roll across the top of the heel. Press in the 3 spots. And roll down each bone. And scribble. Three, 2, 1, get the ball out of the way. And let's reassess And then we'll do some wood chops. 7 in the middle, hinging at the waist. And then 7 going diagonally across the body. 1, 2, 3 from one side. And then from the other. Come on up and shake the tree. Three, 2, 1, and center. Nice deep breath. Twist at the waist. Swing the arms. And center with some ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step to one side, gather in starlight. And center. And do the same in the other direction. And the center. Let's walk, march, or jog. So today, it's a Zach Bush day, with or without weights in your hands of any kind. You know, water bottle's fine, or nothing at all. 5-pound weights, whatever. And there are squats involved, so I wouldn't do rapid squats here. I'm going to sprint to get the heart rate going, but of course, you can keep doing exactly what you're doing. Just be safe. And let's see, in the after class, we got 5 Tibetans. All right. I'm going to get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. 10. 20. And 30. 2 deep breaths. Interlace the fingers, raise the hands up overhead, and reach up. Come on back down. Bend back if you can. Come back to center, bend in one direction. And then the other. Back to center, lower your hands, push out at the chest, separating the scapula. And come on down, interlace the fingers behind the back, and raise the hands up, bringing the scapula together. Come on now, put your hands on your shoulders and make circles with your elbows going forward. And then reverse. Make a W. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and hold. And release. And squeeze. And release. And squeeze. And release. Extend the arms and rotate. Other direction. One palm down, one palm up, flip flop. Bring one arm across the body, press in at the elbow. And then the other. First arm behind the back, pressing down and in on the elbow. Other elbow. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. And come on down with your arms and rotate the neck. Reverse direction. And nod. Go ear to shoulder. And tuck in your chin. Look to one side, drop your chin to your collarbone. Still tucked, look up. Back to center, still tucked, look the other way and drop your chin. Look up. Back to center, tuck in the chin and peck like a pigeon. And let's go to a side lunge. Go the other way. And come on up and grab a stick. We'll get those hammies and calves with the GymStick routine starting. I just bring it back overhead in one direction. The dynamic swimmer, and then the other. And then bring it behind the back and twist at the waist. And then bring the stick behind you, right above the knees. Bring your hands around in front between the knees. Hinge at the waist and pull up. Bring the stick around front in the middle, step away. Hands are near the top or at the top. Hinge at the waist and stretch the top of the body and the shoulders. Hello, my friend. And come on up. And bring the stick with one arm across the body. Take the other arm and bring it up underneath the armpit. Grab the shoulder, hinge at the waist and tug. Stretching the back of that shoulder. And then bring the stick across the other way. Do the same thing to the other shoulder. And then bring the stick to the side of the foot. Push out with the top hand. Pull in with the bottom hand. Hinging slightly at the waist. And then move the stick to the other foot. Push out with that top hand and in with the bottom. And bring the stick in front of one foot. Move that foot about 6 inches away. Drop the top of the stick to the collarbone. Slide your hands down. Lift the sole of the foot off the floor. And if you want, you can wiggle it back and forth to increase the stretch on the hamstring. Come on up. Do the same thing with the other foot. Coming down, lifting the sole. and wiggling left to right on the heel. Come on up. Put the sole of the first foot against the stick and press in to stretch the calf. Then the other foot. And bend your one front leg, other leg's behind you, come down on the ball of your foot in the back, stretch the hip flexors. Switch the position of the legs. Come on up. Grab one leg by the shin, ankle, or toes, and stretch the calf, the quads. Then the other. Ooh, cramp there. And then bring the first foot in front, push the knee towards the back, hinge slightly at the waist, stretching the glutes. Other way, other leg. Come on up, put the stick in front of you, front and center, hold on with two hands. One hand or a finger or two, come up on your toes, back on your heels, rocking back and forth to the count of 15, holding about a second in each position. 4, and 15. All right, let's put the stick down. If you're going to use weights for the McGills, grab those. We'll not use these 20-pounders. And again, you can do this without any weights at all. The 4 moves are a squat, a raise, around the clock, either outside or through the middle, or both, and then a military press. So I'm going to switch the position of the squat in the sequence. We're going to do 3 rounds. We'll do 10 reps on each exercise, and I'm going to speed up a little bit as we go along. I'm going to start with the squats. Let's do 10. Eight, 9, 10. Raises. And around the clock. And then some military presses. And then take a couple of breaths. And this time we're going to do the raises first and then the squats. Break up the arm motions. A little bit faster. Ready? And 10. Take a breath. And we'll do 10 squats. 1, 2. Around the clock, I'm going to go through the middle. And breath. Military press. And come on down and take a couple of breaths this time. Squat moves into the third position. And we're going to go just a little bit faster again. And let's do it. And around the clock. Squats. And presses. And 10. All right. Excellent. Take a couple of recovery breaths here. We're doing the 4-7-8 breathing that Andrew Weil promulgates to relieve stress or get yourself to sleep. It's a count of 4 in through the nostrils, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Do 4 rounds. Starting now. And rub those hands together to cultivate chi and form a chi ball. And center, 2 breaths. And let's open our hearts. And center. Send it out with the exhale. Center it lower down to the end and take 2 breaths. And bring down chi from above. And then go down and scoop it up from below. And
Thank you, Tommaso, Tom Bill, thank you.
Very welcome. Thank you. I'll send that off.
Okay.
All right. Hello, Suzanne. I was going to say, I thought we had an all men's group here for the first time.
I've been here since almost the beginning.
Yeah, sometimes when people come on later, it's below my screen there, so I don't see it sometimes. So great. 5 Tibetans. I am going to switch cameras. There we go. That's better. It's better. To the middle. And if you are doing Tibetans, a reminder that you can just twist the waist and swing the arms or twirl up to 11 times. And when you're done, just take a couple of breaths and we'll go down to the floor. Oh, Paris. You've been waiting for this. All right. You can put your hands by your side, under your back for support, or on your skull to support your neck if you need support there. And what we're going to do is lift the head, neck, and shoulders at the same time as either the soles of the feet, or if you're doing the regular version, legs are extended and the legs come up. as you lift your head, neck, and shoulders. I'm going to do 6 modified and 5 regular starting now. You just go up and right back down. 1, 2. And when you're done, take 2 breaths. Now come on up on your knees. Hands are on the back of the thighs or on the glutes. You can just rock back on your knees if you have extension issues. Otherwise, extend back and come forward. That's 1. And take 2 breaths when you're done. I'm going to sit down. In the regular version, the legs are extended. In the modified, the soles of the feet are on the floor. Regular version, hands are at your sides with the fingers facing forward. In a modified position, you can bring your hands behind you with the fingers facing away. Pick your poison. I'm going to do 11 regular ones. We're going into an inverted table. 1, and that's 11. Take 2 breaths. And roll over onto all 4s. From all 4s, you can go into a cobra in the modified version. Regular version, you start in a down dog and come into an up dog. I'll do 6 modified, 5 regular, do whatever feels right. 1. And then when you're done, come around, sit down, cross your legs. However feels right this morning. And take 2 breaths. we're gonna rotate at the waist, either sitting up or bending down 6 times in one direction, 5 in the other. Starting now. And when you're done, take a couple of breaths and reverse reverse the position of the legs. Whatever was in front goes behind, or if it was on top, it goes underneath. 5 in the original, 6 in the reverse. We'll pause on the last round to stretch out in front and do 2 rounds of box breathing. 4, 4, 4, 4. And then over the left knee and then over the right knee. Let's do it. And I'm stretching out. 4 in, 4 hold, 4 exhale, 4 hold before we do another round, and then move to the knee. Moving to the left knee. And then the right knee. And sit down. All right. See you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Where is my cursor? There we go.